Hi, I'm Robert Shalide, Chief of Police for Shelby Township, and welcome to Straight Talk. Today we're filming live from our annual open house, and with me is our special guest, Leslie Heisler, Community Policing Officer Extraordinaire. Leslie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
And you've done a marvelous job setting everything up today.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Township residents and the Police Department, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what we have going on here. I know the helicopter's in the background. You want to start pointing things out?
So I don't even know where to start. We have so much stuff. I want to start at the donuts because we got Dino from Utica Van Dyke donated 500 donuts and cider for our first 500 people, and we didn't know how many people we were going to expect. I told him we could have 10, we could have 1,000, and we're going through those donuts quick. Good. So we start there in the Sally Port. We've got our True Team, we've got our Honor Guard, we've got our dispatchers, we've got our chaplain, we've got the booking room open so people can see what our cells look like, what our booking process looks like. Okay. We have obviously the chopper back here from Border Protection. They flew that in right at 10 o'clock on the nose, landed it. We've got horses from Macomb County. We've got the tactical unit from Southfield. We've got an MRAP from Navistar Systems. We've got canines from Troy PD, Shelby PD, and St. Clair County. We've got MSP motor carrier, our motor carrier. We've got motorcycles from MSP and ourselves. Shelby Township Fire. We've got emergency management from Macomb County. We've got AAA here representing, talking about driver safety. We've got our guys doing child safety seat inspections and giving information out about that. We've got our cars to go through. We've got hot dogs in the afternoon. I could go on and on and on.
The only thing we need here is a Ferris wheel and we'll be all set.
Seriously, at Bounce House next year.
Well, I cannot wait to get started. I'm going to go around and start touring all the different events, and thank you very much for putting this together.
Have fun.
Leslie. You've done a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Sit down.
I'm here with Supervisory Agent Jeff Jelinek from U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. And Jeff, you flew in a special thing for us today, too. You want to tell us a little bit about your piece of equipment you have here?
Sure. What I brought in today is it's a AS-350 helicopter, and it's a high-altitude surveillance platform that we use for various surveillances with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. As you look at the helicopter, there's a camera ball in the front. That's our primary piece of equipment, what we use for the high-altitude surveillances. We patrol the border. We do various airport checks with the helicopter. We check vessels. So it's an interesting piece of equipment, and that's what we basically use it for along the border.
Where'd you fly in from?
Selfridge Air Reserve Base.
Okay. And then how many hours a week are you up?
I'm actually in a supervisory capacity right now, so my flying is limited, but for the year I've flown about 400 hours so far.
Nice, okay. So. And then when you go out, do you have somebody with you when you're going on a mission, or does a machine and you do all the work?
Usually it's a two-person operation. The pilot will be on the left side of the aircraft as you face it from the nose. The camera operator will be on the right side of the aircraft, so it's generally a two-person crew.
Okay, and then let's say, for instance, we had to get to Traverse City right now. Mm-hmm. Do you have enough fuel to fly yourself, maybe one other passenger to Traverse City?
I would, and Traverse City would be roughly about a 2-hour flight from here.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate everything you're doing for us, and have a great day.
All right. It was a pleasure being out here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with Sergeant Jason Schneider from the Southfield Police Department CERT team, Special Entry and Response team, and he's brought a special piece of equipment for us today. Jason, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. It's been a little bit. Want to tell us a little bit about what you brought over here to show the kids?
It's called the GPV. It's a armored vehicle that we use to transport our team to a location. Its primary function is it keeps officers safe when we're doing any type of entry or exercise. Okay. It's a multi-jurisdictional vehicle, meaning that other jurisdictions surrounding the area can use it. For example, if Shelby Township needed the vehicle, we could either bring it to them, or if one of your officers were training it, they could come get it and drive it up to anything you guys needed.
Nice. How many guys are on your team?
16.
Okay, can they all fit in this?
Tight, but yes, we can get them in there.
Now, do you drive it?
Yep, you have to have two guys drive it. One's a driver and the other
spotter,
would be a yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for bringing it out here. And did you bring anybody else from your team out here with you?
Yeah, Detective Dickey is with me today.
Hi, Scott. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
And how long you guys been on the CERT team? How long have you been on the CERT team?
I've been on the team now for just over 10 years.
You look really cool on there.
This horse's name is Caleb.
Caleb.
Hi, Lieutenant Bukajewski. How are you, sir?
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
Who are you sitting on?
I'm sitting on Caleb.
Caleb. Okay. How old is it? Male?
It's a male.
How old is he?
20 years old.
What type of horse is he?
He's a Arab with he's actually a quarter horse with a little bit of Arab in him.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been riding him?
Just this year.
Okay.
First year.
Is he your own horse still now? When you ride, is he the only one you ride?
Yes, he'll be the one I'll be riding. Yes.
Okay. And what about your partner? Who's
This is Sergeant Mike Andros. He's riding a horse called by the name of Maya.
Okay. How old is Maya?
Maya's about 22 years old.
Okay. And how long has he been riding on Maya?
About 2 years now.
Okay. And then, if you don't mind me asking, how often do you guys call into service?
Well, it depends. Usually about once a week or once every. Sometimes, like during the winter time, we don't do any service at all. But during the summer, it's at least once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any better job in police work than riding a horse?
There isn't.
I didn't think so. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. How old are you?
10.
10? Okay. You look exactly like your dad.
I'm moving.
Yeah, sure.
Not even at
Absolutely. Thank you. Carter, back up. Let's stop.
sir.
Chief,
Good to
congratulations.
see
This is our first open house?
Well, I think they've had a few before, but never to this scale.
This is great. You got a few hundred people out here, and it's very nice, very impressive. I know we have a lot of equipment, but boy, when you put it all together, it's pretty intimidating.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's intimidating, but
Very impressive.
Yeah, I agree with impressive.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of Officer Heisler, Leslie. She's done a great job. She coordinated 95% of this stuff on her own. And,
Nice job.
She's got took passion in taking care of our community, and obviously we're doing this for our children and our kids. Want to get them indoctrinated into law enforcement and what we do. And I think seeing the horses and the helicopters and all the different neat tools we have and police dogs is a good thing. So
It's great to see all the little kids, and everybody's having a good time.
Chris, you want to tell us about the command center?
Sure, we have our mobile command post here that's up through Macomb County. It's available to all the municipalities to use in an emergency situation. We also use it at a lot of the county fairs or anything that's going on throughout Macomb County.
Okay. Who drove it?
Actually, Pete Locke from our department drove it over here. He's
Pete
retired.
dropped it out for you.
Yep,
So you're
he's
not
retired
trained on
fire.
driving yet?
I am not.
Do you want to be trained on driving it?
Sure.
Okay, eventually we'll see you driving around.
Right.
And how many times does it get used for a tactical situation throughout the year?
Depending on if we have an emergency large enough throughout Macomb County. So the last time it was actually used for an emergency situation was probably during the floods in 2014.
Okay. Now, are you aware if it was paid for with grant money or did the county purchase it with their own funds?
I believe both.
Okay.
Partially grant.
I'd like to take a walk inside and take a look at it. Can you show me around the inside?
Sure, we can show you around.
Sure. I'll follow you in.
Okay. So throughout here we have our TVs, VCR video players up here. We have tables over here where people can sit and work. We also have our computers here, TV screens, phones. We have access to a fax machine, scanner, our weather radio, so when we're out at incidents we can track what's going on with the weather.
Okay.
We have through here, these are just all of the switches for everything that's on the outside. We have cameras available on the back end, on the outside here. We have a TV screen that we can play videos on the outside or show anything that's breaking news on the outside also.
What kind of feed do you get for you to watch the news? You have a cable feed or a satellite feed?
Actually, we had satellite feed.
Okay.
So
You have Wi-Fi on here?
yes, we do have
Nice.
Wi-Fi. We have boxes, the Wi-Fi boxes.
Okay.
So, we also have like our tough books. Like I said, we have a scanner, printer. We also have the availability on here to print out tags in an emergency situation. So if we needed to have, for example, tags made for volunteers coming in on a scene, we could go ahead and do that in an emergency situation.
Very nice.
So,
And how long have you been with the county?
I've been with the county for 4 years.
Very nice. Thank you very much for showing us around. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Chief. How are you?
Thanks for coming out here today.
No
and
problem.
what are you doing out here?
We're doing car seat inspections. People are coming up asking a lot of questions as far as car seat, safety seat inspections. And I'm actually even having people pull up their vehicles if they want me to inspect their car seat just to make
Nice.
sure it's installed correctly.
Very nice.
So,
What kind of training do you have to do that?
Actually, it was pretty thorough training. I went back, I believe it was in March. Me and Officer Wojcik went to a training session, which was 4 days. So it was 32 hours of training, and it was actually taught by some engineers at GM, and they taught us about all the different types of safety seats, boosters, forward-facing, rear-facing. So it was quite a bit of training. It wasn't any cakewalk. I mean, they had testing each day also. So
Very impressive.
Yeah.
And the citizens are thankful that you have this service out here to help our children and help the families and everything. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
get quite a few. I get quite a few emails because I'm on the website. So I get quite a few emails. People setting up appointments, asking when I'm working, and like I said, it takes 15 minutes to just bring it into the station and look it over, make sure everything's in there correctly.
What kind of bad guys should it be, kids?
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Chief.
Good to see you. Good. How are you? You guys ready to do a demo for the folks out here?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we're looking
Okay,
forward to
let's
it.
do it.
All right, sounds
Okay.
great. How's everybody doing today? Good. What we're going to do is a quick canine demonstration. We're going to do a couple things here. We're going to do an article search first. We're going to do some aggression work, and then do a little narcotics work. With the assistance of Officer Brazel from Troy, we're going to do article search first. What that consists of is if, for example, you have an armed robbery, heaven forbid that were ever to happen, but if the subject dropped a weapon or something, why he ran from us, we bring a canine out and he'd be able to find that article. Although this is short grass, the canine could do it in high grass, different types of environment as well. We're just going to do a quick demonstration here to show you what he can do.
Okay, what my dog's gonna do is he's gonna look for an article. Did you explain, like, if a bad guy threw some evidence out in a field?
Yep.
He's gonna lay down when he finds it. So I'm gonna give him the command to find it, and we'll see what happens.
So if you could just hold that up for us. What he found is a cell phone laying in the grass.
Uh-oh, what's that? Loser. What kind of bad guy should Officer Joe be, kids? A murderer? Robber? I would go with robber. Suspect, show me your hands.
No, not doing it, not doing it.
Quiet. Quiet. Show me your hands. It's some dog.
Not showing you my hands.
Stop. Boy. Oh, boy. Suspect, stop fighting my dog. Cruiser, los, cita. Los, cita. Good boy. Suspect, back away from my dog. Is that another knife in your hand?
Looks like it.
Show me your hand.
Not
Show
gonna
me your
do it.
hand. Show me your hand.
Not gonna do it. Ah!
Boy.
Ah! Ah! Yeah, I know. I got it.
Boy.
Ah!
Boy. Suspect, stop fighting my dog.
Ah!
Cruiser, los, cita. Los, cita. Suspect, back away from my dog. Cruiser, Platz.
Let's take a break. Come on.
So he's going to give the command to find drugs and we'll
Cita.
see what he does with it.
I get you. Where's that? Oh, that's a good boy. Good boy, Morph. Good boy. Ah, that's a good boy. Good
Our
boy.
dogs hit on 6 odors: marijuana, crack, cocaine, meth, heroin, and ecstasy.
Yeah.
And anything,
Platz.
any derivative of any of those, our dogs will hit on all of them.
Cita. Los.
Dogs will even hit on bike it in, just because there's a small amount of it's an opiate-based drug.
Fine, Gifty. Fine, Gifty. No, move it. You sure? You sure? Where's that? Find it.
Our dogs, we obviously use them for their sensitive nose.
Where's that? Where? Oh, that's a good boy. There you go. There you go. Ah, that's a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boys.
I'm with Lieutenant Jeff Daniel, one of my top commanders. Hi, Jeff. And you've actually been on my program before, so you're an old pro at this.
Yes.
But a little different circumstances for us here today, huh?
Correct. We get to run around a little bit and talk to a lot of different people from the community, and rather than just being in that little studio for doing our videos. So this is great.
Yeah, and you have a special expertise that most people probably don't know about it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your particular expertise and subject matter expert?
Well, I was lucky enough back in 1999, myself and Officer Osterlin at the time, we went through Northwestern University's police motorcycle instructor course. We had a program here that was in our traffic unit that we operated up until 2008. Then after 2008, with our downsizing, when we started mining more of those pennies and those dollars, that program went away. But I have always been active with the instruction aspect, and I'm the training coordinator for the police motorcycle program for the college.
Very nice. Now, what kind of bike is this?
This is a 2017 Harley-Davidson FLHTP. It's a newly designed. Braking has been absolutely phenomenal. I know you and I have talked before. I have my own personal bike where I have a BMW, and this motorcycle I tested last week, and the braking is on par, if not better, than the BMW that I tested before. The braking is absolutely amazing.
Just to entice us a little bit better, I see you have the Shelby Township Police patch put on there all ready to go, huh?
Correct. Well, I've told people when they've come through, I said we're trying to look toward the future, and hopefully they'll be able to see this in their neighborhood or along the bike trail, patrolling the parks. And since the Command Officers Association has been embracing our new patch, our new design, looking toward the future, thought that'd be a great way to introduce it to the public.
Now, this is a 17 model right
here? This is a 2017.
Give me a price.
Price out the door is $17,000 to $18,000, depending on what kind of light package we pick.
So under 20 to get a full top-of-the-line bike and everything for the township.
Correct.
Now, you and I have discussed this in depth, and you have to push me to the ledge to pull the trigger on this, but just looking at it, it's very impressive, and I know we have a necessity for it around the schools and everything like that. So
correct. For school zone enforcement, neighborhood enforcement, you can't have a better tool.
Mr. Grote, thank you for coming on the program. What do you think of this?
It's a pleasure to be here. This is outstanding. This is a great opportunity for our citizens to come up and view the equipment and see the technology, and can't forget our dog.
No, absolutely. Got Morpheus over there.
Morpheus is over there.
Our new dog is down in training right now, and he'll be on the force. Hopefully you can swear him in for us in about 8 weeks from right now.
And what is great is the family atmosphere. People bring kids with them. They get to see. That policemen are their friends, are not not something they should fear.
Absolutely.
They also get to see that they have to respect our police officers. They have to respect our law enforcement.
Yes.
It is a great opportunity, great public relations for our department, and you're doing a great job showing it off.
Thank you. And I see you mentioned this was a family event, and you have 3 of your own children in front of you. Who do you have here?
We have Julia, my daughter, and Jacob, and David.
Okay. And I also have my little one, Ella, over here. Ella, say hi.
Yeah, hi. Hi, wave. There you go. So thank you very much for putting this on, and I understand this is the first one this year. So next year is going to be twice as big or
I agree
3 times
totally.
bigger.
Thank you very much.
Because the word gets out, and everybody wants to come out and see what we're doing here in Shelby Township.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
sir.
appreciate it. Thank you.
You've been watching Live on Location, Straight Talk. We'll see you next month.